The DTC and Stellar just bought Wall Street on chain. The company that handles every stock trade in America just announced it's bringing Wall Street onto public blockchain rails. I'm talking about stocks, ETF, US Treasuries, and bonds publicly. And the craziest thing about it, the SEC's already approved this framework months ago. The date it was announced was today, May 27, 2026. And this is not a rumor. This is not a concept paper. This is the DTC, arguably the most important financial institution that most people have never heard of, officially making a move to tokenize finance. On this episode of Dcryptofan, we'll break down who the DTC is and why they chose Stellar, XLM. This is Dcryptofan, where all we do is talk crypto and make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. Let's get into this. What is the DTC? Most people have never heard of the DTC, but every stock you bought was the DTC. If you own an ETF, DTC. If you use Robinhood, DTC. Or invested in retirement accounts, the DTC. You've already interacted with the DTC and didn't even know it. The DTC stands for the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. Think of them as the plumbing for Wall Street. When people buy and sell stocks, DTC makes sure that the money moves correctly, the shares settle correctly, and the transactions are officially clear. They are the financial system, not part of the system. They are the system. Okay? In 2025, the DTC processed $4.7 quadrillion in security transactions. Quadrillion dollars. Not $1 billion, not $1 trillion, quadrillion dollars. And their depository subsidiary holds a custody of approximately $114 trillion in assets. That's $114 trillion in assets. So when this institution starts publicly discussing blockchain infrastructure, we need to listen. The DTC announced that Stellar Foundation are connecting DTC's tokenized infrastructures to the Stellar public blockchain. DTC and Stellar Foundation announced that they are connecting the DTC tokenized infrastructure to the Stellar blockchain. And according to this announcement, the DTC plans to tokenize Russell's 1000 stocks, major ETF, US Treasury bills, bonds, notes, and other real-world assets. That means the traditional finance assets may eventually move across chain instead of only traditional finance systems. And another important detail that you need to pay attention, check this part out. The DTC specifically used the words multiple chain strategy, interoperability, okay? Public blockchains, they say layer ones and layer twos. Those words matter. Okay? Because this is exactly what we've been talking about on Dcryptofan for the last year and a half. Remember, a couple of months ago, I broke down the DTC patent with XLM, Stellar, XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. That patent is described as a cross-ledger routing system where multiple blockchains and networks could interact together at any time. A lot of people thought that story was speculation, but now, the story's evolved, Dcryptofan was telling you. May 27, 2026, the DTC officially announced multiple chain infrastructures with Stellar as its first public blockchain network. That patent was a blueprint, and this is the construction. Not one blockchain replacing everything, but multiple networks serving different functions inside a connected financial ecosystem. This, like I told you, this is not Highlander. We're going to be one. It's going to be multiple chains. Okay? Traditional finance is no longer asking, should we use blockchain? That conversation is over. Now they're talking about which network are scalable, compliant, interoperabilities, which can go be used with each other, which are efficient enough for regulated financial markets, regulated and compliant. That's why we talk about these certain coins and certain layers. It's a completely different conversation, and that's why we keep researching certain projects like XRP, XLM, HBAR, Link, Ondo, Ethereum, Avalanche, and Canton Network, security messaging, Chainlink, real-world data, HBAR, Ondo, tokenization. This is what we talk about, Avalanche, settling the tokenization. Okay, because this is different networks may solve different institutional problems, liquidity, settlement, tokenization, interoperability, compliance, data infrastructure, asset movements. The future financial systems may not be one blockchain. It all connects to the infrastructure. If you're learning something, hit a like, hit a subscribe. Okay, this is not mean talk. This is financial infrastructure evolving in real time. This is adoption happening right now where you can see it. This is Wall Street quality bringing the next generation of capital market right in front of us. Whether you realize it or not, tokenization era is already beginning. All right? This is Dcryptofan. If you know that you can help somebody, put a repost. This is Dcryptofan, where all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. For deep analysis, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me here on Twitter. You can find me on TikTok. All at Dcryptofan. Leave a comment. Is this adaptation happening in real time? Let me know. You already know Crypto Gang Gang. This is Dcryptofan. Let's go.